It's executor service.
Executor service is basically is created in we can create executor service uh, to uh, uh, to create a bunch of threads, so that all those threads can work simultaneously, and we can use this callable objects and submit all the callable objects simultaneously, so that all can be handled with different threads.
Okay, what are racing conditions?
Race condition is uh, race condition. Race condition is maybe it's when we are running a thread, na. So sorry, I don't remember right now.
Okay, what is volatile keyword used for?
Uh, Volatile keyword. Let's suppose in case of multi-threading, if we are using normal static variable, so what it will do now, if we make any change, if one thread make any change, it will not reflect in another thread. So to resolve this problem, we use volatile variables in case of multi-threading. Uh, yeah, in case of multi-thread.
Okay, what is atomicity?
Atomicity is like atomicity. I think I'm not sure, but it should be something like we cannot divide it further. Means the basic thing should we have, like let's suppose we have data. So data like employee is a class and employee is a table in DB. So employee can have ID and many other fields. So ID is the very hello hello hello
Yeah.
yeah. Am I audible?
Okay, so tell me about what are logs?
Locks you are asking.
Yeah.
Locks are like in multi-threading only, na. If we want one of the thread, let's suppose one thread is working on some object, and another thread is also trying to access that resource at the same time. So we should not allow that. So we put some locks on that resource, so that other thread will wait, so between meantime, so that one thread can work and other will wait. So that is what locking.
Okay, what are microservices?
Microservices are like uh, in nowadays, na, in Spring Boot and microservices, what industries do, they create module wise different uh, different modules of the project, and one module will be independent of another modules. Means independent means data can be transferred via some web services and all, but the execution and building and deployment will be separate for each of the module, so that they're independent. They work as independent. So if one module got down, another will not hamper. So that is what overall picture of microservices.
Okay, what are scalable applications?
Scalable. Yeah, scalable applications are like which we can enhance time to time now, and it should not affect the existing functionalities. So that is what is scalable.
Okay. So, what is JPA?
JPA is like it's a Java persistent unit used by Java or Hibernate, so that uh, to store the data, to persist the data.
Okay, how JPA is different from Hibernate?
JPA is just provided by JDBC or yeah, provided by JDBC. It's just a, persistent unit. We will use this, and we
Hello?
can. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe connection problem.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah, you're audible.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. So JP.
let's go forward. Let's go forward. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Uh, so tell me about what is the difference between where clause and having clause in SQL?
Where clause and s having. Where clause is like where clause is basically is used to provide a filter condition, but having clause is basically applied with group by and all, so that we can group the results.
Okay. What are joins?
Joins are, let's suppose we have one table, and we can extract data from it using SQL, and we have another table. Now we want data from both of these tables at this in from the same query. So for that we have to go for join. We can join one table with another using some conditions like left join or outer join or right outer join on table1 dot id equal to table2 dot for an id. So it will make a join and give the results in single query from both the tables.
Okay. Between joins and unions, which is more fast?
Which is more fast? Union, union, filter, union. Join will with the filter, but I think union will be faster because
Okay.
there is no condition to match union.
Okay. Okay. Now
That how can we grab all Java process in Linux?
All Java process in Linux.
Yeah.
I think command is ps minus f and then pipe and then grep, something like that.
Okay. Do you know about the ownership in
Sorry?
Linux?
Yes, you are asking for ch mode, right?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah.
So my question is that uh, we can like run any command with using sudo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the mostly like the people is that user run any processor command without sudo and keep the specified user permission in the folder. So what do you think? Which approach is best? Using sudo or without sudo?
Uh, Let me reiterate your question once because I have some doubt. So mainly you are asking that if one folder have not permissions and person is trying using sudo, right?
No, my question is that my question is simple. Like same process we can start with using sudo, and the same process we can start using without sudo, right?
Okay, okay, right.
So yeah. So okay. So what will be the advantage or demerit in both?
Uh, Means I'm not sure, but I think what will happen now if we use sudo command. So there are some background processes can be there related to related to permissions and all, and because it can I think it is a heavy command, so we should avoid using that if we have the permissions. But if we don't have the permission, then we should go for sudo.
Okay.